Okay, for continuation of lines for the window in our floor plan, technically, as I have mentioned last time, what we're going to do is setting our windows layer current, and then we're going to create lines like this and offset them probably at 0.04 up and down. Okay, that's quite possible. Okay, but instead of doing that, we're going to use another one, which is a more convenient option for us to create several lines, okay? Kasi when we use the line command, technically it's just create one line segment. But if we're going to use the multi-line command, which is ML, currently the justification is stop. Later we're going to change that. Scale is 1, style is standard. So what we're going to do is just to pick 1 and 2, okay? Ito yung binabanggit niyang scale, okay? That is the distance of the top element to the bottom element. Okay, that's it. 1. And then, meron nakalagay dun earlier. Ito siya. If you have seen style standard. You can actually set your own style. We're going to set later. Tapos, meron siyang justification na top. Ibig sabihin ng top, when you select it, yung pinaka-grip niya or hawakan niya andun sa taas. Meron siyang bottom. Meron din siyang 0, which is yung sa gitna. Okay? Now, I'll be deleting this one. We're going to create our own multi-line style kasi this is what I'm trying to achieve. Okay? So, this one kasi has 3 lines. Yung kanina dun sa ML na default command, dalawa lang siya. Ayan, 1 and 2. So, I wanted 3 elements. Okay? And then, for this one, since magsiset tayo ng style parang sa text style tsaka dimension style, what we're going to do is to set current the layer 0 muna. Okay? So, set current layer 0 and then we're going to type for ML style. Enter. Okay? So, this is the multi-line style dialog box. We're going to create new one. Ito yung preview natin. Ito yung preview ng standard. Okay? So, just click new. Okay, let us type WDW or floor plan WDW lines. Okay? So, I'm good with that. Start with, kung meron kayong ibang nakikita dyan, always select standard. Okay? And then, just click continue. Okay, currently, ito yung preview ng standard. Okay? Description, kahit wag nyo nalagyan. Currently, yung elements yan, dalawa, the top and the bottom. Now, what we're just going to do is just to add another one because we need 3 elements, okay? There you go. And then for the cups, you can check start, you can check end, okay? Meron siyang arc, outer, both start and end, inner arcs, but currently hindi siya visible because we only have 3 elements. Anyway, we're going to uncheck those arcs. We will just be leaving the line capping for both start and end. Fill color, ito yung meron siyang kulay. So, I would really suggest just leave it none. Okay? Para mas malinis siya tignan. That's it. There you go. Yun lang naman yung kailangan iset doon. Okay? So, click OK again. Select your currently set multi-line style. Click set current option or tab here and then okay. Then afterwards, punta tayo sa my layers. We have to set current our layer windows. Again, ulitin ko, when you set any type of style, make sure naka-layer 0 kayo. Make sure na walang ibang layer na naka-set current para yung color niya hindi siya malak doon. Okay? Now, if you're going to do that, for example, yung window lines, that's the time for you to set the proper layer. Okay? So, I'll be selecting windows. And then, I'll be typing ML. Okay? Justification is stop. So, tayo kasi later mag-snap to midpoint. So, papalitan natin siya ng 0. Kasi gusto natin sa gitna. Okay? Scale niya, palitan natin. 1 is masyadong makapal. Remember, our wall thickness is just 0.15. So, maybe we're just going to make it a little thinner than that. So, that's 0.08. Enter. And then, for the style, you don't have to set the style kasi ito, nag-set current na tayo earlier. Okay? So, we're good. So, you just have to pick midpoint to midpoint. Enter. And another enter. 1 and 2. Okay? So, Sana pa tayo. Meron tayo dito. Enter to repeat your previous command, which was ML. Okay. Enter. And enter to repeat ML. 1 and 2. Enter. Enter. And 1 and 2. Okay. This is more convenient than creating a line and offsetting it. Okay. So there you go. So the next thing, of course, is you have to quick save. Okay. So that's for multi-line. Next is, what we're going to do is for the layout. Okay. Punta tayo doon. Currently, I asked you actually to do the PDF file or the PDF version of our floor plan from CAD. Gagawin natin siyang PDF na naka A3. Okay? But before that, you have to set your paper into A3. Okay? So, gawa muna tayo ng papel na pang A3. Let's check. So, our A3, kung titignan mo siya sa meters, it's 0.297. Doon sa may, kung gagamitin natin landscape, 0.297 will be your Y. And then, 0.420 for your X. Okay? So, naka-landscape po tayo. If you're going to use portrait, okay lang yan. Anyway, let's look for Windows. Look for viewports. Okay? Then let's type MV, enter. So I will be picking here. Okay, yan. And then type at 0.42, 0.297. Enter. This is your viewport now, na naka A3. Okay? Now, double click inside. And then zoom in your floor plan. Okay, ito siya. Based doon sa given na PDF, its scale is 1:100. Okay, so that's Z, enter. 1/100 XP. Enter. Okay, so you may want to move it a little upwards. Yan. And double click outside para ma-deactivate siya. Now, what we have here is yung text. Okay, yung text kasi ako, nagle-label ako or nagka-caption ako, hindi sa model. Okay, not in model. Okay, as you can see, bumalik ako sa model, wala akong caption dito. Instead, when I go to layout, doon ako naglalagay ng text. Okay, now, meron tayong mga text objects dun sa floor plan na ginamit natin for labeling. What we're going to do, let us just select one. Select. Remember, this is 0.20, yung height niya. Okay, we are using meters in our units. So, select this one. Control C to copy. Then, let's go to layout. And then, punta tayo dito. Then, Control V. Okay? Malaki siya. Okay? Because this one is in actual size. Remember, yung paper natin, maliit lang siya. Okay? Ito kasi, life size po talaga siya. So, what we're going to do is to resize it. Okay? So, you can use QP. Enter. Select this one, enter, and then palitan natin siya ng height. Currently, naka 0.22. Okay? Remember, sa layout, lumiliit po yung mga objects because we are trying to fit the life-size objects in model in our paper for printing purposes. Okay? Wala naman po nagpiprint na life-size na model, lalo na kung ganyang kalaking project. Anyway, I'm going to type 0.0022. Enter. Ito siya. It's quite little. Angat ko dito. Okay. So, lagay ko siya somewhere here sa gitna. Yan. Or pwedeng dito ako mag-base sa gitna ng viewport para gitnang-gitna siya. Masyado maliit. So, QP ulit ako. Select this. Enter. Okay. So, from 0.0022, I'm going to make it 0.009. Enter. So, eto siya, lumaki, okay? So, we've got the text object enlarged, and then, what we're going to do is punta tayo sa style. Okay, we're going to change it, maybe, ayan, text 3, or text 02, or anything na medyo magva-vary ng content doon sa ginamit natin for labeling. Probably text 2 will be fine, okay? So, I'll just be moving this a little upwards. Okay, double click. Okay, floor plan. Or pwedeng site floor plan. Ako kasi, instead of just merely presenting the floor plan, I use site floor plan instead. Okay, you can copy this one a little lower. Okay, QP ulit. Okay, select this, enter. This time we're going to make it a little smaller, 0.00 probably 5. Okay, and then double click scale. Remember always to indicate what scale has been used for the drawing. Okay, importante po yan para just in case na nagka-problem sa site at medyo nagkakaroon ng discrepancy sa measurement, sa dimensioning, which is nangyayari po at times, at least the scale will somehow lead yung nagbabasa ng plan kung paano po yung laki ng object. Okay, so scale, enter. So you can select this, you can drag the grip and adjust it a little upwards. Okay, or pwedeng M. Yan. And of course, don't forget the quick save. Okay, so site floor plan. And then another one, yung dito. So, ganun din yung process. Okay, so you just copy the text na lang and then you just make adjustment. Okay, so pwede nyo siya liitin, pwede kayo mag-set ng bagong style para magawa nyo po yung pinaka name ninyo dun sa may title block. Okay, now after this, typically kung titignan ninyo, meron tayong mga lines that are not continuous. We have hidden lines, we have lines that are set in center line and phantom. Okay, pero pag tinignan nyo sila, they are solid lines. Okay, so kung sa model you are seeing them just fine, punta kayo sa layout. Okay, now if you're going to convert this one into PDF na, you have to type LTS and type 0.005. This may vary yung amount. Okay, pwede nyo sa inyo mas malaki or pwedeng mas mababa sa 0.005. I-check nyo na lang. Okay, so pwedeng trial and error siya. Anyway, I already have my lines adjusted as you can see. So okay na ako dyan. Next thing is we're going to convert this viewport na nakaset na sa A3 into PDF. Okay? Now, we're going to do page setup with this one. Okay? So, that's Control P. Okay? For the printer or plotter, so, doon pa rin tayo, DWG to PDF. Okay? And then, punta tayo sa may properties. Okay? And then, custom paper sizes. Actually, close ko lang to Pag pumunta kayo dito, meron nang nakaset ng mga A3 dyan. But, still, I want you to know how to set different paper sizes in CAD, okay? Kasi, it's not just A3, hindi lang naman limited to sa 20 by 30. Marami pong paper sizes yung possible na gamitin when it comes to CAD drawings, okay? So, anyway, this is one way for you to know how to set paper size for plotting purposes, for electronic plotting, okay? So, although may nakaset ng A3, still, we're going to do these steps para alam nyo kung paano mag-set. Anyway, that's properties, custom paper sizes. Okay, so we're going to click add. Okay, start from scratch, then next. Okay, for the media bounds, andito siya actually. Okay, so just select millimeters. So base doon sa kanina, ito po yung measurement ng A3. Okay, for 2297. Okay, balik tayo sa CAD. Okay, so width niya, ito, it's 420, height 297. Ayan, nakaset na. Kung titignan mo siya sa inches, ito yung sukat niya. Okay, but we are using metric for this drawing, so millimeters lang tayo. Okay, next lang. And then, meron siyang printable area. You see that blue area? If you're going to set this 13, ibig sabihin, objects beyond the blue area are no longer printable. So, let us maximize the paper by setting things at 0. Okay? So, that's it. And then, click next. Name niya, you can type A3 paper size PDF. Okay? Or anything. Basta merong cue kayo na that is an A3 paper size. Okay? So, paper size, next. And then, just click finish. We're good. Ito na yung sinet natin. Okay, just click OK. Now, balik tayo dito. Diba, nag-Control P tayo. Tapos, sinelect natin yung electronic printer or plotter. Dito sa paper size, when you click this one, ito yung sinet niyo earlier. Ulitin ko, you can set any paper size depende sa kailangan gamitin. There are a lot of paper sizes that you can possibly use for a CAD drawing. Okay? So anyway, ito yung sinet natin earlier. Although, meron naman nakaset na. But again, sabi ko nga, I still want you to know on how to set a paper size. Kasi may possibility gagamit kayo ng papel na hindi naka-define dito. So, you know how to set one by using the properties tab here. Okay, anyway, that's A3 paper size PDF. We are using landscape. Okay, then look for window. Okay, so you just have to pick one and then the opposite point. Okay, click. Minsan nakalagay dito fit to paper. You can also uncheck that. Okay, makikita nyo naman yung red dito. Okay, ibig sabihin nag-fit siya, tumutugma siya dun sa papel. Okay, again, that's landscape. Flat style is monochrome. Ito minsan kung meron siya lagpas ng konting amount, just delete that. Make sure it's centered the plot, and after all this done, just click apply to layout, click preview, and meron siya lumalagpas doon. Okay, sige, escape ko lang isa pa. Okay, so lumilitaw kasi yun. That's the importance of print preview. Okay, so I'll just be probably erasing this one. Hindi ko na rin naman siya gagamitin, or you can move it if you're still going to use that drawing. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to layout, and then again, that's Control P. So nothing to change with the previous settings, same pa rin, DWG to PDF. Flat style or pen assignment, naka-monochrome because we have set things or our pen assignment or line weight doon po sa layers natin, doon sa line weight. Okay? Paper size, ito yung sinet natin earlier. Naka-landscape, window. So, again, that's 1 and 2. Okay? Fit to paper, you can uncheck this and eliminate that excess amount, or actually wala namang problema. That's very small. Then when all is done, center the plot, okay? Click apply to layout and preview. There you go. Okay, you're good. Again, the print preview is an opportunity for you to check your drawings, okay? Make sure dapat chine-check po ninyo before you electronically plot things, or actually even sa actual printer or plotter, dapat chinek nyo po muna bago nyo i-print para less chances na mag-consume tayo ng resources tapos mali lang pala yung na-print. Again, print preview is opportunity for us to check our drawings if baka may nakalimutan or baka may mali. Okay? So look at your lines. They vary. Meron manipis, meron makapal because of the line weights that we have set in the layers. Okay? Anyway, after this, don't forget to write your name here, okay? You click plot. Okay? So, ako dito kasi ni-save, meron akong folder for your section and for your class. So I can just type apartment floor plan. Or pwedeng surname nyo muna. So, it's up to you on how you manage your files. Okay? So, apartment floor plan. Enter. Okay? So, after that, it will create a PDF file. Okay, one good thing about PDF file is that they have file size na mas magaan, mas maliit. They have smaller file size, and at the same time, they cannot modify the original. Pero be careful. Kahit sabihin mong PDF, yan, if you are the one who have created the drawing, it's still your copyright, pero may chance pa rin na magka-problema. So, be careful with your clients, okay? Or to the ones who ask your services. Anyway, after the floor plan, technically, we will be doing the front elevation. So, currently, or alam naman natin that this is a 3-unit apartment. Everything is basically typical. So, what we have, sabi ko nga before, I will just be asking you to do the front elevation. And then, isang section na lang po. Yung section A through A. Okay? So, how do you do this one? Basically po, project mo lang naman yan. Okay? So, ganitong gagawin natin. I will be giving extension dun sa front elevation kasi ipapagawa ko na si section A through A para hindi sayang yung, or para ma-maximize yung A3 natin. Okay? So, let's go with AutoCAD. Balik tayo doon. I'll go back with my model. Okay? So, how do you do, sabihin natin, copy natin to. How do you do elevations in CAD? Actually, on some software, when you do the walls, when you put the doors, those windows, automatic na siya nagkikreate ng 3D. And automatic meron ka ng front elevation. Pero tignan muna natin siya sa mano-mano, okay? So, technically, gagawin mo dyan, i-project mo lahat. Okay? Say for this one, yan. Okay, you project all of the things. Okay? From walls, from the windows, and so on. Parang sa manual din naman. Okay, one good thing about this one lang is naka-ready na yung yung mga iba mong gagamitin. Okay? So, for example, yung windows. Eto, naka-ready na to. Tapos, nag-i-stretch ka na lang. Say, for example, this one is 1.20. I just need 1 meter. So, I can just simply stretch this one at 0.1. Stretch at 0.1. Okay? So, mas madali. You don't have to redraw things. You just have to modify them. Okay? And then, we have the typical door panels. You can recycle yung mga ginawa nating door exercises last time. Okay? Pwede nyo pong gamitin yon. And of course, as you can see, balik tayo sa model. Technically, you have to adjust your line type scale ulit by 0.5 or paki-check. Meron kasi mga drawing files na minsan hindi 0.5. Minsan 0.1, minsan 0.1 or minsan 5 talaga. Okay? So, please check the line type scale always for your line type. Again, magkaiba po si model, magkaiba si layout. You have to adjust every now and then na naglilipat ka. Okay? Anyway, so, I did this one. And then, of course, just copy. Kasi typical lang naman. Dimensions, alam nyo na yan. Tinuro ko na. Then, do not forget the line of elevations. Okay? From FGL. FGL, ito po yung finishing grade line. Iba si natural grade line. Natural grade line, ito po yung undeveloped part of elevation of the site. Ibig sabihin, nagpunta ka sa site, wala pang development, wala pang ginawang tambak. That is the NGL or natural grade line. Ngayon, pag tinambakan na yan, base dun sa kailangan ng project, that's what you call the FGL or the finishing grade line. Okay? Then we have the FFL or the finishing floor line, ceiling line, top of beam, apex, and of course the firewall because it is a multi-family dwelling unit that are attached to one another or parang row house sila. No? Of course, don't forget the elevation per lines. Okay? So, dapat naka-define din po sila and your specifications. This is how I do my specifications. Okay? Naka-align talaga sila. Okay? Walang nag-i-intersect na mga lines. Halimbawa, nauna to, tapos nag-cross siya doon. Meron mga lines na naka-diagonal. It's not like that. Okay? So, make sure things are properly organized. Okay? So, again, pinro project lang naman po yan. And make sure you use the proper line weight according to your layers. Alam niyo naman po kung anong part ng drawing yung kailangan na manipis, yung kailangan na makapal. Okay? Now, after you're done with the front elevation, you just have to copy it downwards. I-trace nyo yung building footprint. I-copy nyo yung mga line of elevations kasi you will be using the same. I-copy nyo yung dimensions also. Okay? And then again, you project things again from the floor plan. Okay? So, baka meron kayong yun nga, what do you call this? You have bed furniture here. You have the dining area here. You have the kitchen, just like the one reflected on the section. Okay? So, you can use lines for projecting things so you can draft things accurately. Okay? Then you can just create the first or the one in the middle and then just copy on both sides. And then you're good. Okay? Now, pagbalik sa layout, you can just simply copy. Okay? Pag nag-copy kayo, not just the viewport, but the text also. Okay? And then, click dito. Okay? Double-click sa loob. And then upwards. There you go. Okay? So, that's it. And then double-click outside. You can change this one, section A through A. Nothing to change for the scale kasi kung paano mo na-scale si floor plan, dapat ganun mo din i-scale si section at si elevation. Okay? So, you can copy this one, pataas. Okay? And then, change that front elevation. Okay? Enter, enter, and Control S. And then, before, pwede pa siyang ayusin. Yan. Okay? And of course, before you plot it, again, that's LTS. Again, 0.005. Enter. That's Control P. Window. You pick from here. Down here. Okay, again, that's DWG to PDF. Monochrome. Paper size, yung sinat natin earlier. Naka-center the plot. Ito, again, walang problema yan. You can just simply erase that. Window. 1 and 2. Apply to layout, preview. So, eto na siya. Okay? I also label my rooms. Okay? Pati furnitures nilalagay ko talaga. Okay? Then, you can just simply hatch. Naglagay ako ng line dito for the hatch. Tapos, binura ko na lang. Anyway, after that, you do right click, plot. And then, for this one, it's up to you on how are you going to name this one. Pero, I name mine as front elevation and section A through A. Okay? So, automatic na po yan na nakasave as PDF kasi yung plotter ninyo is the WG to PDF. Now, let's check the classroom. Hold on. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, for your current classwork, you are to submit the front elevation on July 2. Okay, so I'm going to extend this one another week because I cannot meet you this Friday. So it will be submitted by July 9. Okay, kaya lang this time meron na siyang kasamang section. Okay, so again, the front elevation, I will be adjusting it from July 2 to July 9. But then again, instead of front elevation lang, meron na siyang kasamang section A through A. Then I will be meeting you on this day. Okay? So that's it. Thank you everyone. Please be guided na lang, or you can always ask queries if there are some things that are not clear to you. Okay? Thank you.